Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in yet again on this lovely Monday. Thank you guys, as always. Without you guys, there's no fucking podcast. Believe me. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's episodes. Tanner's a great guy. I'm happy we were able to make something happen. This week's going to be a little different. Before I get into all that, I got some of the wind taken out of my sails right before sitting down and recording this. I was supposed to have a big surprise for you guys, and I was going to make a whole big deal about it. But it's going to have to wait. And it's not a huge deal. But it was exciting. It's something exciting, and I'm still going to keep it under wraps because it could still happen. And it should still happen. It's just a weird, error or something in the tech stuff, as fucking usual. But we, I don't know. We're gonna try and work it out. Again, it's big news for the show, big news for me, and. It just sucks that I couldn't bring it to you guys today. But it'll be coming. This week is going to be different for the show because I don't think I'm going to have anybody on for Thursday. Reason being, my girlfriend got the vid. She got the vid-19, so I don't want to put anybody in danger. I was actually supposed to record a podcast this past weekend with one of my friends. I was going to be on his... Actually, Raph, he was on here. He was on here a couple times. And I was supposed to be one of his guests because he hadn't done the show in a few weeks. And we had planned to do something a little while ago. But either way, we had a really exciting idea for that. And I totally forgot to mention to him that I've been in contact with somebody who has COVID. But she's doing good. The lady's doing fine. And I think some of her taste and shit's starting to come back. But like I said, I feel fine too. I don't, maybe I'm asymptomatic or asymptotic, whatever the fuck the word is. I'm trying to be as conscious as I can. I don't want to bring anybody in here that might get it. I don't care about me, but God forbid I have somebody in here and then they go see their grandmother in a couple of days and they give them a hug and a kiss and they get fucking COVID and they die. And it was all because I didn't want to say anything about it. So this week, no guests. I did have a big one planned this week, but luckily he canceled. He canceled earlier on, before even any of the COVID stuff was going to happen. And I think it was going to be a Zoom interview anyway, so we could have done something. But, I'd rather have in person. I'm open to Zoom interviews, but either way, man, this week you're going to get 2 episodes of just me. So on Thursday, I'm going to come in with something, might be a little longer than normal. Today's going to be the normal length or whatever the fuck that it usually is, but we'll see. Maybe by Wednesday, or by Thursday, I should say, we'll have something going on. But right now, it looks like it's just going to be me for both episodes, which is good. It's fun. It gives me more reps, gives me more rounds, gives me more time in front of the mic. So I'm always happy for that. Going forward with February's looking a little light in terms of new guests and new ideas. The more I do this, the more I have to dig deeper into my archives of people and ideas that I want to bring to the show. And I think I do have some good ideas. And, I'm always keeping in the back of my mind that, hey, eventually I could run out of guests before I get to a point where I can have anybody I want on. But right now, I try not to get wrapped up into that because that'll drive me crazy. It's like, 5 months from now, I might not have anybody. To stress about that is asinine. So we're going to figure it out. I have some good guests. I think they're lined up. Fuck. Every time I'm on here, I got to hiccup 8 times. It's so fucking annoying. I hate it. I hate it. You do that weird hiccup where your mouth is closed and you're like, like, it's just irritating. But, we're going to try and work something out for the month coming. This COVID shit is putting a dent in, a couple plans. I just started a new job last week, or was it last week? Last week? Yeah, it was last week. I started a new job, and I'll tell you, man, it does not get any easier to start a new job. It doesn't get any easier being forced to be confined to a place for 8-9 hours a day. Even if the job is easy and the work isn't that hard and you get paid decent, it's a shitty thing. It's a real shitty thing, and it's been, I haven't been working there long. Like I said, it was only 3 or 4 days before Caroline got her positive test, and I had to tell them because, again, I don't want, there's some old people there, and even if there wasn't old people there, there could just be people who are in contact with older people or people who are at higher risk. So it was only a few days, and I'll tell you, man, the job's easy, and it's honestly, sometimes I look forward to doing it. It's a delivery job. It's a paint delivery job. I go to different, body shops and boat yards and all this shit. I drop off paint and whatever, and it's a dumb, menial job, but at least I'm driving. At least I'm not stuck in a building for most of the day. But it sucks. It was starting to wear on me, definitely. And that's only after 3 or 4 days, bro. It's so fucked up that we are led to believe that is the way we have to live for our whole lives. Just confined to a workplace, sometimes confined straight to a building. It's a shitty fucking thing, man. And you see the people, they're worn down, or they've been doing it for years and it's all they know. And, no slight on their name or anything, but it's just not for me. It's not for me. To the highest degree, it's not for me. It takes a lot of willpower to do things, and for some people, it doesn't take much for them to get up and go to work. Whether they don't like their job or they do like their job, it doesn't take much for them to just say, hey, I got to work 40 hours this week. For me, it is life or death. Simple as that. It's a miserable, miserable feeling getting up early in the morning to go do something that I don't want to do. I really don't want to do it. I want to do this. I want to do the podcast. I want to work on my brand. I want to work on ideas. It's a very tough thing to deal with something that you're put in a situation that you're forced in. And obviously, I'm not griping about it. I am griping about it. I shouldn't say that I'm not. I am bitching about it. Everybody goes through these feelings. But everybody sees it as normal. There's a lot more normalcy, it seems, regarding the idea of a 40-hour work week. To most people. Most people have no problem with it. Most people want more, and to me it's just, it's so much time out of my day. Think about it. This is my schedule. This is the schedule I work. I go there for 8 and I leave at 5. That's 9 hours of my day. 9 hours of my day. All right, so 9 hours, and then we have another, we'll say 7 or 8 hours of sleep, right? What's that? I'm dumb. That's 15, right? 15, 60, right? I'm fucking stupid. 15 to 17 hours, something like that, of my whole day just put to shit, right? Not put to shit, but it's already occupied. My whole day is already occupied. So what's that leave me with? 7 hours left? You know what I'm saying? And that may seem like a lot, but when you have, other responsibilities, right? Being a son, or being a boyfriend, or being a brother, or a sister, or whatever the fuck you are, an aunt. Those are full-time jobs as well. I mean, if you want to have a healthy relationship with anybody, you have to spend time with that person. You know, you have to put an effort forth to show that you're still a part of this. A relationship isn't a one-way street. And that's in any relationship, platonic or not. It's a full-time job trying to be a family member. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's harder for some of us than others, but it's all part of it. And to say, oh, well, you got 7 hours left in the day, you know, you're right, I do, and I can use it for whatever the fuck I want. But part of that needs to be allotted for time with other people, not just time for yourself. Unless you are a loner and you live, you know, all by yourself, real far from your family and whatever, then yeah, spend however much time you want on yourself. You know, sometimes that's what's necessary for growth, to be completely alone and just work on whatever the fuck you're doing and kind of go crazy, essentially. You got to go crazy. Sometimes it's the people who we look at as crazy. Oh, dude, all you do is spend time in that fucking basement recording. All you do is spend time on that fucking laptop researching. All you do, you don't hang out with us, you don't, you know, ask what's going on. Your family, something, you get it from your family. You don't call us, you don't do this, you don't do that. And it's not, you know, for all the entrepreneurs out there and all the people who are chasing some kind of a dream, to us, we understand that it seems out of the ordinary. It seems like, what the fuck? Why am I out here doing this? And to the people who are watching, they're saying the same thing. Why the fuck are you out there doing that? Why can't you come over? Why can't you hang out with us this Sunday and watch the game? Or, you know, why don't you ever this or that? And it's like, because we're so focused on trying to get this thing happening. You know, nobody bats an eye at you, right? Nobody says anything when they ask, hey, you know, you haven't been around. What's the matter? And you say, oh, I've been working, you know, at overtime and whatever. And what do they say? Oh, that's great, man. Good job. You're back. Good thing you're working. Hey, at least you're working, right? And you're getting overtime, man. Get it. Get after it, right? But if you say, how come, you know, somebody asks you the same question, how come you're never around? Oh, you know, I'm working on my marketing ideas for my brand, and I'm working on ideas for my podcast. I record. I'm trying to, you know, broaden my reach. I just got on YouTube. Maybe I'm trying to look into some other endeavors. You know, maybe you know, whatever the fuck. I'm going too deep into this, but you understand what the fuck I'm saying. That people look at you with 8 heads. Oh my God, what are you doing all that for? This is crazy. That sounds like a hobby to me. You're not making any money. Yeah. That's why I'm working so hard. I'm trying to make this my life. I'm trying to make this my living. It's already my life. But I'm not in a place where me and many other young entrepreneurs or young people trying to go ahead and tackle whatever the fuck they're trying to tackle. We're in a spot right now where it's like all we want to do is get to a point where we can make a living off of the shit that we want to do. That's why we're in it, right? That's why we're doing this shit. And it's a tough fucking thing to get people to understand. You know, everybody's so much more accustomed to the idea of working for somebody. Just work for somebody. Nah, bro. There's a lot of trials and tribulations that come with this shit. A lot. And I would take every single one of them over having to be confined to some bullshit place. Confined to some bullshit job. We all have to do something to make our way in this life. And if I have the opportunity to pick what the fuck I want, then I will pick. I'm gonna go to the grave with it. You know, something that always worries us is, what if our partner, or what if the person that's with us day in and day out, what if they get tired of it? You know, it's just worry. It's all worry. And it takes a lot to be the partner of somebody whose ambition is far greater than the people around them. It's hard to understand that it takes a lot of fucking research and a lot of trial and error. There's going to be... Listen, guys, I uploaded my first podcast in August, the beginning of August. I don't know what that is. Is that almost 6 months? Something like that? 4 months? 5 months? I don't know what the fuck it is. I am still in the complete fuck up stage. Like, completely. All I do is fuck things up all the time. Like I said, I had something I wanted to share with you guys today, and I fucked it up. It's not happening. I don't know if I fucked it up, but it's fucked up. Put it that way. Something goes wrong. And, it's just about the beginning of it. This is still the beginning. I've only been doing this for not long at all. It's been a lot of fun, but it's been hard. It's been very hard. Seeing the results, seeing you guys tune in and download and subscribe and all this shit means a whole lot to me. We're going forward with some ideas that I hope translate to you guys. I hope they all the ideas I have coming forward are things that will do nothing but build my brand. I'm hoping they won't hurt my brand. But, I try not to get too focused into the frillies and the background noise. It's about creating a quality thing, about creating a quality product or a quality service or creating art in a way that people resonate with it and people want to be a part of it. And that's it. It's tough, and it's getting tougher every time. But there's going to be a point where we get through the rubble and whatever the fuck else you want to say, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to be a beautiful fucking thing. Other than that, what the fuck else is going on in my life? I don't know. Feeling like Dustin Poirier. Actually, no, I'm probably not. I'm feeling more like Conor McGregor, getting knocked the fuck out. Bad, huh? Who would have thought Conor McGregor would have gone out like that a couple days ago? That's insane. That is fucking insane. To see a guy at that high of a level just get absolutely demolished and then take it on the chin like that is so admirable. Anytime we find some kind of shortcoming, or like I was just saying about this episode, I'm not super enthusiastic today, and I want to share that with you guys because I owe it to you guys. I owe it to you guys to be transparent and show you guys what the fuck is up, because like I said, there's some lumps you got to take. And I wasn't expecting to take this one. And sometimes they seem like never ending. But nonetheless, we have to carry on. Just like it's not McGregor's last fight. He got the dog shit beat out of him, but it's not his last fight. It's and I'm not at all comparing my minor shit to getting knocked out live on TV after you said it'd be a 60-second ordeal going on there. That was I remember watching that a few nights ago and just being in absolute awe, because this is probably the first time we've seen Conor McGregor exposed this way. Like, holy fuck. We've seen Conor McGregor tire out. We've seen him, get choked out on the ground where supposedly his skills don't match up to some of the other... Obviously against Khabib, that's where Khabib lives, is on the ground. But, to be on the feet and get hurt to the leg, which those low calf kicks, man, those low calf kicks are deadly. Absolutely deadly. and he was hurt. He couldn't stand, and he got knocked the fuck out bad. Like, he wasn't out, like, out cold, but he got slumped. He dropped with, like, a right hook. He got dropped with the right hook, and he fell to his ass, and he got hit with, like, 3 or 4 more shots. And he said in the post-fight, or the post-fight presser, or whatever the fuck, he's like, I didn't get wobbled, I didn't get this, or whatever the fuck he said. He's like, I didn't go to sleep or whatever. But if you watch that fight, he goes limp. He gets hit once or twice, and you're like, oh my fucking God. Conor McGregor just got knocked out bad. And, that was a crazy thing. Dustin Poirier, shout out to that motherfucker. He came in there and did not give a fuck at all about anything, bro. About anything. He didn't care about the hype. He didn't care about getting knocked out 90 seconds before that. And that motherfucker went in there and said, dog, I ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't been here in a year. How many times did he fight this past year? Dustin, he might have fought, I know he fought Holloway. Did he fight Khabib in 2020? I don't remember. But he's had far more time in the octagon than Conor has in the past few years. He fought Holloway. Fucking, he's gone through a murderer's row of people. And, part of me is sad for Conor because it's like, what the fuck? He was supposed to come back and do his grand old thing. And he lost. He lost very badly. But at the end of the day, he's a champ, and I'm sure he'll be back. And then on the other side of it, you're like, God damn, Dustin Poirier, holy shit, you came to play. Oof, I don't even know what's next for him. I don't know what's next for either of them. That whole division is fucking, it's wild, the 155-pound division. Michael Chandler, another fucking, a shocker on my end. I lost some money betting on those motherfuckers. God damn it. I didn't bet on Conor, but I bet on Hooker, and I bet on Antonio Carlos Jr. Dumb. Fucking dumb. I'm a dummy. I'm stupid. It's funny. When you lose the bet, you're a dumb bastard. But when you win it, you're like, ha, I knew it all along. I knew that was going to happen. But, I think I'm going to take a little rest from the betting. I can see how people get addicted to that shit. I can see it. It's those parlays, man. Those parlays, they give you hope. Because you put in $5 and it's like, whoa, look at all this fucking... But how are you going to win all those bets? You know what I'm saying? I did a 2-fight parlay, bro. Neither of them hit. It's actually funny. The whole night I was predicting fights. Like, I was like, oh, this guy's going to win. That guy's going to win. This girl's going to fucking knock her out. And every single one, not even just the ones I bet on, every fight that I said somebody was going to win, which was almost all of them, I was wrong. And now, next time I do bet, I think I'm going to use that more of a buffer. That betting shit's tough, man. But I think I'm going to wait to bet. I'm not just going to, I'll watch the card and I'll see if I'm on a hot streak, and then I'll throw a bet in. But that shit is fucked up, man. I can see how you get that false sense of whatever the fuck, and you think you're going to win, but hell no, man. I ain't doing that shit no more. Hell no. Not doing that shit no more. Going forward, guys, it's crucial that we keep our spirits up. We keep our fucking minds on whatever our goal is. Keep our eyes on the motherfucking prize, people, but keep grinding day in and day out. I know this is one thing I also wanted to bring to attention to you guys. I understand that this is a comedy podcast, or at least I put it as that. And a lot of the times we end up having conversations, whether it's just me, like this episode probably isn't funny at all to you guys. But sometimes we stray away from that. And I put comedy in there because I guess my innate being is just to be a goofball and just to be satirical about, things that happen in the world. And, that's how I get through shit a lot of the time. I'm just an idiot who makes jokes. But another thing that I wanted from this show is to bring to light the different kinds of people that I've met, the different kinds of people that I want to meet and know. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the reason why I have people on here. I've met Tanner, but I didn't get to know him on the level that I did through this episode. And through the conversation, I'm sure that there were some listeners who were interested in what he had to say and what we both had to say together. That's what makes these podcasts so interesting. It's just having people on here having an interesting conversation at the end of the day. Can they be humorous? Yeah, a lot of the time, we are funny on here, and I'm looking to get some of my friends back on here again for, just for some episodes, for some goofy ones, for some different ideas. And I always wrestle with the thought of like, do I want to talk about specific things? Like, I don't want this show to be too much like anybody else's. I want it to be as much like mine as I can, while still copying the people who do it the best. So going forward on the episodes where it's just me, I'm going to try and find a steady balance of, being a goofball and talking about certain topics, like having topic episodes like I used to. I haven't done those in a while. Just trying to find ways to keep things fresh, keep everybody entertained, keep everybody listening. That's what it is, man. You got to refine. You got to look back and see. You're going to have periods of shit. That's it. You're going to have periods where it's straight shit. And, they don't always last forever. I don't think anything lasts forever, good or bad. But, it's in those moments where you don't know what exactly the next move is. And I won't lie to you guys. That's kind of where I am. I'm not saying that it's shit, but it's in an area of uneasiness. Maybe a little confusion, a little frustration, but it's all for a greater goal and a greater good. Eventually, one day, I'll be in a place where I can have anybody I want on. The guests will always be fresh. I'll always have something to say. The more success we see, the more we want, and the contrary is true as well. The less success we see, the more we still want. Some of us say we still want it, and some of us, cripple. And the less success we see, the less we want sometimes. But other times, or depending on the type of person you are, you can come out of that and be hungrier and want more. And I'll tell you, sometimes these monologues are tough. Sometimes it's tough for me to just sit down here and say whatever the fuck's on my mind and think out loud, because I feel like, who wants to listen to that? But clearly, there's people who do. There's people who are supporting the show, and I can't thank you guys enough, man. I really want to engage with you guys once things start happening again, and there's ways for us to meet in terms of conventions and that type of shit. I'm jumping on that. I'm jumping on that train. I want to meet anybody and everybody who listens. I want to get other people to listen. And that's it. That's really it, guys. I really do appreciate you all. This is like the 5th time I'm saying it this episode. It's Monday, motherfuckers. It's Monday. Thank you guys for starting your day off with me. Thank you guys for starting your day off with the Simian. Make sure you follow me wherever the fuck, or make sure you follow the show, and subscribe to the show, wherever the fuck you listen. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. You can not only listen to me talk, but you can watch me sit in a chair and look around the room as I effortlessly spew the nonsense that's rolling around in my head. I'm starting to have some ideas about starting a Patreon. It's not going to be like all this money a month because I'm still a nobody essentially. I'm still at the bottom of the very bottom of the totem pole when it comes to this shit. But Patreon is a great way to get support for the show. I would never charge anybody fucking all this money to listen to me. So Patreon is a good platform because it offers very, very minimal subscription prices. I already have a podcast that's free, so I need to make the Patreon something a little different. And we'll see. We'll see what the fuck it is. It's all about being creative and taking the time to be creative. And that's really it, guys. So subscribe, share, like, comment on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram at abarboza000. Hopefully this week I'll have some announcements for you. I can do my thing on there, let you all know. Follow me on Twitter at the Simian _ and follow and listen, or follow and subscribe again wherever you listen. And that's it. That is it. That's it. That is it. That's it. Thank you all, guys. Talk to you on Thursday. It's going to be me alone. Most likely. We'll see if anything changes. But thank you guys so much. Peace.